Hey y'all, I'm back at it. Yep, the troublemaker is back. But what was I saying? The job, yeah. The job expects you to meet their standards. Same with people. It should be the same with people. Don't let somebody don't let them play games. If they're gonna be there, let them be there. Hey, Marianne, love. Sorry, y'all, my iPad died. Unexpected, totally unexpected. It just died in the middle of the live stream. But we got it. We back up. Yeah, jobs don't play games. You sign that contract to work there from 7 in the morning to 3. They're gonna expect you to be there from 7 to 3. And if you're not there, they're going to replace you. Period. Point blank. You know what? Gotta treat dudes like that too. If you don't show up, and you don't need to. Now, we had an internet outage the other day, but it's back up today, and it was just my iPad. I don't know if it's the charger, y'all. I might have to get a new charger for it. I'll look at it when I get off here. Because I've been sick. I haven't used my iPad in some days. And last week was my birthday, so I wasn't live. Yeah, I haven't been live in a hot minute. So, yeah, it probably just didn't fully charge. But, hey, Tasha. Yeah, my iPad battery died in the live stream, so y'all, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, treat dudes like you do jobs. Like, sir, if you're not here and you don't follow this schedule, the schedule consists of consistent communication. And when I say consistent communication, you might skip a day. Exactly, Aisha. That's exactly what to focus on. If they're not giving you the love, right? If you don't feel the love being received, then don't be giving it. Don't be giving out love to somebody who's not giving you love. It's a waste of time and a waste of energy. Just like that company is not going to be giving you a check unless you show up. Treat the relationship like it's a business. I'm not going to provide you with a check for hours you didn't work. Don't call me talking about I think I'm a little bit short. Wednesday, you left at 2. Your shift ends at 5. Do you see what I'm saying? You only worked 2 days this week. You got 16 hours instead of 40, sir. It's going to be short. You see what I'm saying? When you pick and choose what days you want to come into work, you can't expect to have a full paycheck. You can't expect to have full relationship benefits if you're not present. Oh, well, you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything for me for my birthday. I haven't heard from you in 6 months, sir. What did you think was gonna go? I was hoping that your mama did something for you because I haven't heard from you. As far as I'm concerned. I mean, I'm just saying. Girl, I got him too, Marianne. I got him too. I had a guy one day get all in my face, all upset because his check was only 20-something hours. When I had contacted this particular company where he was working on assignment, the client said, well, Jackie, he only worked 2 days. Told us he had something going on with one of his kids, and we hadn't seen him the rest of the week. And so he became, all irate and upset. Sir, get out of here with all of that. All that rah-rah. If you had been at work, you would have had a full check. You would have had a full check. If you show up to a relationship, you'll get treated like a partner. If you're consistently communicating and you show up, you're here, then I can claim you. But if you're unavailable, you never have the money on dates, you always have excuses of why you're not available. We can't spend time together. Do you see what I'm saying? Girl, yes, Aisha, lying on the kids. We're not together. Why am I going to claim you? Now, people will think it's weird, but I say date them all. Like, if you've got several options, date them all. I encourage you to date them all. Dating is a process. Dating is nothing more than going out, talking, conversation, having some drinks, whatever the case may be, grabbing a bite to eat, getting to know different people. Through courting and dating, you get to see what you like, what you don't like, what you will be able to accept and what you won't. So you're not just settling for anything. The first thing that looks great. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So if you got a couple options, date them. We'll go out with Tommy on Tuesday and we'll go out with Tim on Thursday. See who you like. You might find out that Tommy has 2 kids that you didn't know about when you see them text messages going off. And that Tim is actually the CEO of a company, but he's so quiet. He's so modest and quiet. He doesn't really like everybody in his business, so he doesn't really talk that much. But through conversation and over time, you find out that he has a whole company. Right, Marianne? But you know, sometimes people are put in our path to test us. Like Spirit's like, we want to see if you overcame this lesson. Let's see if you overcame this lesson. Let's see if you learned your lesson. Because Spirit's funny like that sometimes. We're going to keep putting him over here to see if she learned her little lesson. Either she learned or she going to keep getting burned. That's, you know what I'm saying? So, but if the person ain't acting right, if they're not acting right, they get wrote up. Sir, you're not following the policy. That's not company policy. Don't come in here like that. Do not come in here like that. You don't get to just show up anytime. And that's the same thing with a relationship. You don't get to just pop up when you feel like it. 6 days later, he talking about some, hey, big head, get off of my phone. Get off of my phone, delete my number. Yes, exactly, Aisha. That's another problem too. We're going to talk about it. This whole oversharing, it's a trauma response is what it is. Over-explaining and oversharing. People tell folks way too much information within the first 30 days sometimes about their past, exes, kids, baby mamas, all of that stuff. Right? Let's find out what his intentions are, honey, because we need to know. We definitely need to know. People do way too much over-explaining in the beginning because women feel like you got to be so open and honest. Do y'all think men really think that way when they're dating women? Hell no. They not finna tell you that they got 10 baby mamas. They've been to jail a couple of times. They're in debt. They're not finna tell you all of that. The first 30 days, 60 days. Women be telling way too much information in the beginning of just dating a person. You don't know them. They're still a stranger. That's how y'all hear them stories. You know them stories that be on Snapped and For the Love of My Man. You hear them crazy stories where the girl got killed because he found out that she had a life insurance policy. What? She done told him this. They were in her family. They were only dating for 6 months. Why does he know all of that in 6 months? Why does he know that you work with celebrities? Why does he know that you make 6 figures? That is none of his business. Okay? That is none of his business. What happened between you and the ex that you divorced? None of his business. Until he's officially a part of your life, he don't need to know all of that. He does not need to know all of that. That's why you got to be safe. You have to be safe out here. Spirit, what is the Libra's overall energy towards Marianne? The whole oversharing. Well, I just felt it was important for him to know. It's not. It is not. How is him finding out about your children's fathers important to him? I mean, unless you're still involved with them. Right, Marianne. I just felt like I wanted to be honest. Is he being honest? Let's be honest. Is he being honest? perfect match. He feels like y'all the perfect match for each other. Yep, that's how he's feeling. What's his intention, Spirit? Like, all of this overshare business is a no-no. That's why I be telling y'all, like, if y'all have things to do, y'all don't have to tell me the details. Y'all is grown. Like, moderators, if y'all can't be here, I'm very understanding. Y'all don't have to explain to me nothing. Just be like, you know what? I can't make it this live. Jackie, honey, I'll be there, you know, whatever day, Monday or whatever. I'm like, okay, be safe out here in these streets. That's it. You don't owe me an explanation. People, you know, I think it's like culture and society has made it acceptable to be nosy in folks' business. You know, like these what is it, Entertainment Tonight and all of these gossip celebrity things. People have made it normal to ask personal questions when really it's none of people's business. Well, I'm putting in for my vacation. Well, where are you going? How long are you going to be gone? Mind you, this is a coworker. This is not a supervisor. So the supervisor might need to know a little bit of information just in case. Make sure you coming back. But somebody else, where are you going? Who's going with you? How many people are going? How much is the trip? Exactly. They made it so normal to be in people's personal business and personal lives that people really don't have any discretion anymore. So people be asking, well, how is your situation? What do you mean, how is my situation? Private. How are things with you and your person? None of your damn business. The moment you start telling people what you got going on is the moment that you allow people to mess up whatever you got going on. 7 of Wands, 5 of Swords. Marianne, was he in a situation where there was a lot of conflict or a separation of sorts with another female? I feel like he's trying to exhort his authority in the situation, if that's the case. Like, I feel like he may have had an argument, disagreement, fight with another feminine energy. I don't know if it's a mother or another woman that he has children with, because it's the Empress. Whoever this is, she's a mother. Empress energy. And he's trying to balance things out in that situation and trying to put a handle on it. I don't feel this is you, though. I don't feel this is you. I feel like whoever he's having this conflict with is somebody who's very immature, somebody who may be younger than him, somebody that he knows, either a relative or somebody that he's connected to. That's what I feel. What are his intentions? To reach out and express love to you, but it's Page of Cup energy. Got you. So he's trying to take his own power back, because I have the Emperor here, which is definitely big divine masculine energy. Page of Wands. So his intentions towards you is to come towards you, to send you messages, you know, letting you know that he's still interested. He still has feelings for you. Page of Cups, Page of Wands. He's coming towards you in a single energy, because he's moving away from this toxic situation. Definitely a toxic situation. The Devil is here. And they may have had a tower moment. Whatever this is between him and whoever that other female or feminine energy is, they may have had a tower moment. He may have had a come to Jesus moment where he realized that this situation was not working out for him. That's not what he wanted. So now he's trying to focus on his healing. He's also trying to focus on, he does want to heal the relationship between you two. And I have the Two of coins at the bottom of the deck. So it's like he's juggling that situation, and then he's trying to juggle his connection, his ties to you as well. Two of coins. He does want to give to you King of coin energy, big boss energy. He does want to give to this connection. He does want to work on this. He wants to work together to build on this connection, because he sees you as someone who's very loving and understanding, very nurturing, very kind. The Lovers. Yeah, there's a lot of love here. He does have a lot of deep emotions for you, a lot of deep feelings for you. Let me pull this out. Six of Cups. It's this energy of wanting to reconcile around him and wanting to balance things out between the two of you. I feel like you already intuitively know this, because I have the High Priestess here. I feel like you intuitively know this already. So this is just confirmation for you. But Spirit said, yeah, he definitely wants to reconcile with you. He definitely wants to make things right. He wants to balance things out with you, but he also wants to balance things out with whoever this toxic feminine energy is on the other side, so that he can move freely and do what he wants to do. And then I'm going to pull the 18 plus cards. You pull them out. Yeah. Woo. I tell y'all, relationships are complicated, but not really. We make them complicated because of emotions and stuff like that. But if people would just give people their space, give people time to grow and heal and do what they need to do and move on, have, you know, compassion and understanding, things can work out a lot smoother. All right, Spirit. What are the sexual messages that you have surrounding the Libra and Marianne? Yes, you do. So this is just confirmation, though. It's great to get confirmation. It's always great to get confirmation, because you know, okay, what you're feeling is accurate. And Spirit tells the story. Spirit always tells the story. That this literally happened to me yesterday with somebody. We got morning sex. And that's what readings are for. Readings are mostly for confirmation. Confirmation or more guidance in a situation, or clarity where you're kind of unsure of what actions you need to take to help improve the situation, or, you know, what actions the person you're dealing with what energy they may be functioning in that situation, who you're dealing with. So that's what readings are about. And I try to tell people this. Like, sometimes people ask me stupid questions, and I'm like, please don't ask me that question. Is my dog gonna eat his biscuit this morning? That's not a question for Spirit. Does the dog eat biscuits every morning? Yes. Okay, then there's your answer. See what I'm saying? Let's see. So we got morning sex. So somebody likes to get it on either early in the morning. When I say early in the morning, this is like midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes. And that's why, for me personally, as a reader, I focus on my connection with God, because it's important to me. Coming from being raised in a religious background, it's always important for me to keep that spiritual connection to the Heavenly Father. Now, a lot of readers, they're spiritual and they don't, you know, some of them are atheists, some of them don't believe or whatever, but that's not my issue. My issue is my connection to Spirit. And so if I can serve as a good channel with Spirit, then I can deliver the messages to, you know, my clients and subscribers as they need to hear them. We have deep, slow, gentle sex. This is good, girl. This is juicy. Okay, this is right here. This is passionate love. Okay. Look, we have thinking about you makes me wet. Spirit just be telling all the business sometimes. I can't look at you without wanting to kiss you. So he definitely is still attracted to you sexually. Absolutely. Bend me over and hit it from the back. Girl, do you see my face? We got bite my lips and press your body against mine. If loving you is bad, I don't want to be good. We got you make my body tingle all over. Somebody gets excited. I'm addicted to you. I want to whisper in your ear how I've been craving you. Kiss me and don't stop. Girl, somebody is wild. Somebody is wild. Do you hear me? Somebody is wild. Somebody is wild. Wild child. You're most welcome, love. Yeah, definitely wishing you guys the best. Because listen, I want to see relationships flourish this year. I want to see people get engaged. I want to see people getting married, having them new babies. Don't y'all come for me. Don't y'all come for me. I want to see y'all having all great things. Everything that you want. Everything that you've been manifesting. I want you to have it. Because you deserve it. You know, keep them standards high. Keep them standards high. Thank you, Aisha. Girl, I didn't know you was still in here. Keep them standards high. People be like, oh, I'm not having no more babies. Listen, babies are blessings. Okay, let's find out. Spirit, what is the overall energy surrounding the Aries? What's his overall energy, Spirit? Let's find out. What is his overall energy? Oh, thank you, love. I appreciate y'all so much. And have a good weekend. Have a good weekend and a good rest of your day. You're most welcome. Let's see. 5 of Swords. Ooh, 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. You too, Marianne, love. Sending you all blessings. Let's see. 5 of Swords. So his current energy right now, Tasha, is 5 of Swords energy. This for me signifies that he thinks he's playing mind games with you. But he thinks that you're playing mind games with him. Like if you haven't been really reaching out to him, Tasha, or you haven't really been saying too much, he thinks that you're playing a game. Like you're going to break, that you're going to reach out or whatever. That's what he thinks. Ciao. What else is the Aries thinking, Spirit? Towards this connection between himself and Tasha. What is he thinking? What's in his headspace? Yeah. The Chariot. He feels like you may have somebody else. Like you may have moved on with the Chariot. That's what he thinks. 5 of Wands. Since y'all had whatever falling out, he feels like you may have moved forward. 5 of Cups. He is feeling bad about the conflict between the two of you because we got the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. He definitely is aware that he needs to change some things about his own behavior. He's kind of in self-reflection mode, low key, but I feel like his insecurities are hopping in and making him feel like, damn, I lost a good person. And all because I was wasting time. I wasn't really investing in the connection. Seven of Pentacles for me is about wasting time, setbacks, delays, you know, investments. Is it really worth my time and energy? All because he's feeling guilty now. He's feeling guilty and the remorse is setting in because he didn't invest in this relationship. He wasn't invested in committing. He wasn't giving a solid commitment. He knows that. So he's aware that you've pretty much cut him off. Two of Swords. It's not going anywhere. And he feels it. He feels that you're not speaking because you feel like he wasted your time. Two of Swords. Yeah, like you're withholding emotionally from him. Four of Pentacles. Tell me more, Spirit. Ten of Swords. Basically that it's over. It's done. Ten of Swords. Yeah. That's what he's thinking and feeling, is that there's pretty much, it's over. Judgment. Yeah. He's having to really do some karmic review and really look at himself and the way things transpired between the two of you in this connection. And now he's really thinking about, damn, I should have reached out to try and reconcile. And he just might, because we are still in retrograde. So you might actually hear from him. Judgment. If you do, please let me know. I'm always curious about updates, especially during a Mercury retrograde, because it's not over until, I think, February the 3rd. So between now and then, there's a possibility that he might reach out to reconcile. But the way he feels is that you've turned your back on this situation. Yeah. Yeah. He feels like you've turned your back on this situation and you're kind of focused on your own growth and moving forward, you know, leveling up in your own life right now. You're not really focused on him or this connection, to be honest, which is a good thing, because if he's not doing what he needs to do, then for sure, you know what I'm saying? For sure, focus on you and what your needs are. Always put yourself first. The High Priestess. Yeah. He knows intuitively exactly what he needs to do. He knows exactly what he needs to do. Don't let him fool you. Even if he does come back around, he's not dumb. He knows exactly what he needs to do. Also, he may have been hiding the fact that he may have been dealing with somebody else, Three of Cups, from you. There may have been somebody else in his energy and you may have felt it. Because I have the Three of Cups here. I have the Three of Cups here. And that's a third party situation. He may have been withholding information from you about a third party. I can't say like the details of it, but it's like there may have still been another person in his energy. Yeah, there may have still been another person in his energy. I don't know if it's a child's mother or whoever the person is, but there may have still been interactions or dealings with this person. I don't feel like they're together, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like it's a couple thing. I feel like they have to deal with each other, and it could be because of a child. It could be. So right now he's focused on work. You're focused on work. It's funny because I feel like this is a mutual energy. You guys are both focused on self, which you should be. He does still see you as a Queen of Pentacles. He does still see you as someone who is very much independent, self-sufficient. Hey, Crystal. My iPad had died earlier. Someone who's very resourceful, someone who's very helpful and giving. Seven of Cups. He thinks that you have other options. That's what he thinks. He thinks you have other options. We have the Magician. He's hoping to try and manifest this connection back together. Even though there was a lot of drama surrounding this connection with the Ten of Wands, he still has hope that things can, you know, come back together. Because right now he's feeling left out in the cold, Tasha. Five of Pentacles. He's feeling left out in the cold. Girl, she said I told him I was keeping my... I don't blame you, though. I don't blame you. I'm just a little bit different. I just keep the options open and I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing. So that's probably why he's thinking that you're probably trying. And I also feel like he feels like you're trying to manifest something new, because this connection between you and him there was a lot of drama involved. But he's feeling totally left out. He's feeling lonely and isolated because you just not giving him no attention. Right, because he probably would try it again. I understand. I totally understand, love. Some people you do gotta let them know. Like, listen, I got other options, sir. You are not the only man on this planet. But yeah, that's really what's going on right now. He's feeling guilty, and he's really having to look at and reflect on his piss poor decisions in this connection and say, you know what, I really messed up here. You know, I lost out on a good thing. Exactly. I missed out on a good opportunity with a good woman because why? My insecurities, fear, lack, whatever other excuses he wants to come up with. You know what I'm saying? That's on him. He missed out. He missed out. Here, what's the advice here? The funny thing is, I feel like new love will be coming in for you. That's what I feel. Here, what's the advice for Tasha? Yeah, battlefield, conflict, competition, fighting. This connection has definitely been a battlefield, and Spirit just confirming that there were lessons to be learned. We have waiting. Don't wait around for life to pass you by. Start living. Yep, definitely keep your options open. Thank you, Spirit. They're confirming what you said, Tasha. Right. There's going to be somebody that's going to come to you that is going to be heaven sent. This person is going to show you that they're serious. They're going to come to you, though. You're not going to have to chase them down. I feel like you have, at one point, you were grieving the loss of this connection because you really did have a lot of faith in him that he would step up to the plate, man up, and do what needed to be done, but he didn't. We have feeling loss and sorrow, and it's okay to allow yourself to grieve. I always tell people losing a loved one can come in a physical form, but it can also be losing a relationship, because when you have a lot of love or a lot of emotions for someone, a breakup is just as bad as a death. You know what I mean? It is a process of grieving. You have to allow yourself to feel those emotions, cry it out, whatever it is, and then let it go, release it so that you can move forward and open your heart to receive love. So that's great. We have web. Spirit is confirming some BS here. Getting caught in entanglement. He may have been lying to you about another situation. He may have only told you bits and pieces of a story that didn't make sense to you about somebody else, because there's still a connection there. So basically the trash took itself out is what Spirit wants you to know, because you would have been caught up, for lack of better words, caught in a web, caught up in some drama or in some mess that you really don't need to be in anyway. We've got alignment. Spirit is saying now is the time for you to focus on balancing your energy, your chakras, getting them aligned, and so that you can be receptive to the blessings that are coming to you, what you are trying to manifest. Yeah, there's going to be somebody coming in that's going to have, you guys are going to have a lot of good chemistry between the two of you. And Spirit says you want to make sure that you're ready to love when this person comes to you, because you deserve love, and it's going to be safe for you to love, even though you've had your heart broken in the past. Spirit is saying that this is going to be a golden opportunity. Okay? A golden opportunity that you don't want to miss. So something beautiful is coming for you, Tasha. Keep doing what you're doing, love, because you're on the right track. You're focusing on your goals and what it is that you want, and you're not settling. So that's a great thing. And like I said before, sometimes love comes to us in ways and through people that we least expect it. So don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. Love is coming to you. Love is coming to you. As long as you're showing yourself love and you're focused on yourself, keeping your standards high, it's going to come to you. Okay. All right, y'all. Yeah, and that happens sometimes. That happens. That's happened to me before too. Wrong time, lesson learned. You're welcome, love. You're most welcome. Was there anybody else on the list? Or did we get everybody? Rico's gonna throw his stuff. Crystal. Okay, Crystal. You can drop your question, love. I'm drinking his water. We are waiting on you, my dear. What's coming in new love? All right, so let's find out. And I had a take a minute. I should, Aisha. I should, yeah. Spirit, what messages in regards to love do you have for Crystal within the next 6 months? What does she need to know in regards to love? 1111. Also, let's see. Messages in regards to new love. What was I gonna say? Okay, so Spirit gave me a time frame for you, Crystal. Oh, Aisha, you're one of my moderators. So if you need to reach me through my DMs, that's fine. I'm specifically opening up for y'all because sometimes I need to reach y'all outside of this app. So if you're a moderator, you definitely can DM me if you need to. Because I know email sometimes is slow, okay? I only had to set that boundary for folks who have no respect. But if you need to reach me through DM, that's fine. And then also too, if you have had my pricing plan before and you would like to get back on it, just let me know and I'll reopen it back up for you. I snatched it off because it wasn't a lot of people doing it on my website. So for those of y'all who already have done it, I will offer it specifically to y'all. It's only a handful of y'all. Okay. So, Crystal, your messages in regards to love, Spirit says, learn to let go. So there's still some emotional work. I feel shadow work that needs to be done, Crystal. in regards to self-love, how you view yourself, and how you view relationships. What does love look like to you? Spirit says also any type of resentment or anger or bitterness that you have towards anyone in the recent past that you've disconnected from. Spirit saying learn to let go. And once you can let go and forgive the situation, accept it for what it is, then you can actually move forward in a vibration of being able to receive new love, because you can't hold on. That's the thing about forgiveness. Like, I will never tell somebody that you need to forgive someone now, because that's not how forgiveness works. Just because the person said, I'm sorry, it doesn't fix things. Just because you guys have gone your separate ways doesn't mean that the person wasn't shitty towards you. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't have been treated better. So you release so that you can receive. That's the thing with forgiveness. You release that so that you can receive better. Yeah, Spirit says get balanced. So if there is inner work that you need to do, your chakras needing to be aligned, especially like the sacral chakra, your heart chakra, the green one, your third eye chakra, the crown chakra, like those things need to be open so that you can tap into your intuition, so that you can identify red flags. You know, when you're dating or looking for a potential partner, you need to make sure that you're in alignment emotionally, spiritually, physically, that you're well, because it all, mind, body, and spirit work together. Spirit says remain positive. So, you know, be positive while you're out here dating or looking for love. Spirit says to be positive and don't force the situation. So somebody may be coming towards you, but allow them to come towards you. Don't chase, attract, right? Spirit says don't force the situation. And then we also have within 9 months. So within 9 months, Spirit saying it may take a little bit longer, which is okay. But sometime this year, you might meet someone who actually, you know, may want a relationship. We have Taurus season. So it could be between April the 20th and May the 20th of this year that you meet someone. So between April and May, within the next 6 months, you may actually meet someone, or you may meet someone who has Taurus placements in their chart. Spirit says cycles, something needs to change up. Change your approach. If you haven't had the best of luck in regards to love and relationships, it's time to reflect. Reflect on your actions, reactions in those connections in the past. Reflect on how the types of people that you've dealt with in the past. What have you learned from those connections? Like really sit down with yourself, and if it helps, write it out. But you need to be able to compare notes on the relationships you've had and see what red flags you missed, what things you ignored, what things you tolerated when you shouldn't have. And going forward, make a mental note to say, as soon as I see these behaviors, I'm going to call them out and I'm going to cut this off, right? The thing is, like I told Queen earlier, don't focus on finding the relationship. Allow the relationship to come to you. Focus on finding yourself. Focus on identifying what it is that you need right here, right now, to be happy, to be fulfilled, to be financially stable, to be at peace. All of the things that you need right now, because that's going to put you in a vibration of attracting what it is that you want. All right. So what's the advice? What's the advice? Advice for Crystal in regards to love. Yes. We've got Cupid's arrow. New love interest. Yes. So the moment that you put yourself in the vibration to receive love, Spirit says, bam, it's going to strike. Somebody's going to come towards you. There's going to be a new love interest. But look, the message, make sure the efforts are equal. Make sure that you're not giving to anything that is not giving to you, right? Just like an employer doesn't pay you a check until you've worked a certain amount of hours, right? And this is not even anything to do with sex or anything like that. Because sometimes people will be like, men will be like, oh, well, you're just holding out. No, that's not the case. What I'm doing is taking my time and actually dating. I'm collecting information and I have every right to do so. Don't allow a man to pressure you into doing anything that you don't feel comfortable doing. You have every right to cut him off, say goodbye, thank you for a good time, bye. If you don't feel comfortable with pursuing that relationship, you do not have to. If you don't feel comfortable going out with that person, you do not have to. Even if you've dated once or twice before. Date number 3, you don't feel safe, you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel respected. It's time to leave. Goodbye. You have to set deal breakers in place so that you can immediately identify bullshit when you see it. So that you're not ignoring little things that add up to bigger things later. A lot of people tolerate way too much at the beginning and then it gets out of hand later. No, ma'am. First few dates, I see you talking to the waiter disrespectfully. I see you making demands of her or him. I see you being rude to other people in line. I'm going to call you out on it. I'm going to let you know, wow, did you really have to speak to her in that tone of voice? Would you like it if somebody talked to you like that? Do you see what I'm saying? So you have to start, when going forward in the future, as soon as you see things that you dislike, that would be potentially a deal breaker or something that you will not tolerate in your home, you have to call it out so that later on down the line, you're not, well, I don't know what to do in this situation. You saw it 6 months ago and you didn't say anything. So that's another message that Spirit wants you to know. Make sure you identify what are your deal breakers, because you already know what you want. What is it that you don't want? And what are you going to do about it when you see what you don't want? Do you see what I'm saying? Are you willing to cut it off? Yeah. Are you willing to cut it off? Are you okay with being alone for an extended amount of time and being single? Or are you desperate? Do you have to have someone in your energy? Not really. You don't. But you think you do. So Spirit is saying, keep that in mind when you're dating. Don't allow somebody to make you feel like, oh, well, I have to rush things. You don't. You don't. As long as you have life, you don't have to rush anything. Take some time, right? But identify what it is that you want versus what it is that you don't want. So then don't entertain them. If it's not what you want, that's like going to the restaurant and ordering a seafood platter and they bring you chicken. Are you going to eat the chicken? No. Take it back. Refund me my money. Take it back. That's not what I ordered. Do you see what I'm saying? Just because someone comes into your life does not mean that that's what you have to settle for. It's your responsibility to look at what your value system is, what you desire from a partner, and say, does this add up? Does this person's traits, their personality and character is in an alignment with what I'm looking for in a potential partner? If it's not, then goodbye. Bye. We're not going to entertain it because it's not what I want. You see what I'm saying? You're in control. You're actually very much in control, more than you actually probably even realize. All right. So you got this. So Spirit's confirming there will be new love interests coming in, but you have to make sure that you're clear on what you will not tolerate and cut it off as soon as you see it. Cut it off. Don't make excuses. Don't brush it under the rug. Don't act like you didn't see it. Do not ignore your intuition. It's there for a reason. All right? Nope, not at all. You just have to learn to say no. Nope, don't want it. Ma'am, we can give you a biscuit. Ma'am, that's okay. I'm getting my purse and I'm leaving this establishment. I'm going somewhere else to eat. You guys gave me the wrong food. So you can refund me my money and let me go. I'm not going to sit here another 30 minutes and wait on y'all to fix something different. It's not what I ordered, and I'm not going to waste my time. Thank you. Do you see what I'm saying? We're not settling. That's the thing. We're not going to settle. I ordered a steak and you bring me a burger. No. Not going to happen. Yeah. It's not going to happen. There's a big difference between a steak and a burger. price difference and everything. So you guys can put the money back on my card and let me go. Give me a credit, something, but I'm not accepting. Do you see the point? I'm not accepting less than what I ordered. I'm not accepting it. I will go somewhere else, right? Where I'm valued. Exactly, Aisha. Exactly. Oh, I'll just drink it because they gave it to me. No, it's not what I ordered. Keep it in mind. This is not what I ordered. I said I wanted a mimosa. You brought me a margarita. There's a difference. That's called settling, Crystal, and that's what we're not doing anymore. If I ordered the steak, don't bring me a burger and expect me to eat the burger. I'm not eating the burger. I ordered the steak. Do you see what I'm saying? I ordered the steak. No, I'm not waiting an hour for y'all to cook a whole nother steak. Absolutely not. See what I'm saying? We're not settling. Like Aisha said, don't let the loneliness discourage you. Don't let the loneliness get to you and make you feel so desperate that you have to just settle for anything. Do you see what I'm saying? No, love, not yet. Not yet. But I am in a happy relationship and I'm blessed. I'm blessed for it. But that's the thing. It takes time. It takes time. And I think that's why, I think that's one of the reasons why my current relationship is, it's a lot better than what I've experienced in the past. It's the best, actually, because we took the time. We took the time to get to know each other. We took the time to communicate about things. We take the time for one another. We take the time. It is not a rushed situation. Yes, it takes time. In God's time, yes. It also is up to you to speak up. That's one of the things that I'm so grateful for in my current relationship, because you have to speak up. If you don't speak up and say how you feel, how are they supposed to know? How are they supposed to treat you the way that you desire to be treated if they don't know that's how you desire to be treated? You have to consider, when you're dating somebody else and you're getting to know them, they're from a different background. So what's considered respectful to them may not be considered respectful to you. So that is your time to educate this person on how to treat you. They may have come from a household where screaming and yelling and cussing is a normal thing for them every day. That's how they communicate. You may not have been raised that way. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's your job as a partner to tell your partner, this is unacceptable for me. I can't deal with this. Right? Exactly. You're going to keep dealing with the same thing until, and if you have a person in your life who is not willing to compromise and communicate and say, you know what, baby, you're right. I shouldn't have talked to you like that. And I apologize, you know. There has to be a level of humility as well. People have to learn to apologize. Say, I'm sorry when you're wrong. I apologize when I'm wrong. You know, I shouldn't have overreacted, or I shouldn't have been overly emotional in this situation, or I shouldn't have, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be humble. And men have to learn that too, you know. Don't just disappear because I've called you out on some shit that you don't want to hear. And don't just disappear for days and then come back and expect me to just be like, oh, hey, boo. No. What you said to me was disrespectful. And I don't care. I don't give a damn if you come to me 5 days or 5 weeks later. It's still unacceptable and I'm not tolerating it. Do you see what I'm saying? That's where you have to stand your ground. If you just pick back up the phone and act like nothing happened, he's going to think, oh, well, I'm a disrespecter again. And this time it's going to be worse than the last time because you didn't put him in his place. You allowed him to continue on. And this is the message I've been giving for a long time now that other people were not getting. Do you see what I'm saying? and they were in denial about their situation because they refused to see red flags. They refused to put someone in their place. They refused to stand up and be bold and say, this is not working for me. This is not enough for me. If it's not enough for you, then you need to say that too. You calling me once a week, that's not enough to maintain a relationship. You have to be able to communicate your needs, and you have to be receptive. You also have to hear the other person. What is it that he needs? What is it that he needs? But he has to be willing to hear what you need as well. So it goes both ways. It goes both ways. If you don't have the mutual understanding, compassion, and communication, then it's going to be difficult because one person is doing everything and the other person is they're halfway there. They're not really, you know what I mean? They hear you, but they're not listening to you. So I hope that helps whoever needed to hear it. But constantly being afraid of saying what you need to say, constantly allowing shit to slide and not addressing it when it happens, it only comes back to bite you later on. Talking about, oh, well, I'll address it when it comes up. No, ma'am. We're going to address it now. We're going to address it today. And that's how you know they're the wrong one. That's exactly how you know they're the wrong one, Aisha. Because if you become stagnant because I told you about some things that you need to deal with and you need to work on or get help with, then you're the wrong person. If you're getting offended because I've told you the truth about yourself, then you are the wrong person. We all have flaws. Because you know, a dude would be quick to tell you what your problem is. Men are real quick to be like, well, what your problem is. You have daddy issues. Exactly. You have this going on. Okay, sir, but what about you and your financial stability? You always have money problems. You have money issues. You always need me to come to your rescue. You need me to come pick you up. You need me to help pay your phone bill. You need me to help get you some clothes. You need me to help put food on your table. What else do you need me for? Do you see what I'm saying? So if the person can't be receptive to constructive criticism, we have those, because we have men who are overly emotional just as much as women. If you cannot accept constructive criticism, then you don't need to be here. You do not need to be in my life, because I'm open to the constructive criticism. If someone tells me, Jackie, this is what you need to do because you're failing in this aspect, then I'm like, well, you know what? Thank you for telling me, because now I know what I need to do differently. Right. That's your cue to go. We're not gonna play these games. We're not gonna play these games. You go stagnant because I've called you out on something that needs to be addressed. You need to fix it, sir. Why can't it just be fix it and move on, you know? No, it's the pride. It's the pride and the ego. And I've talked about this before. A lot of people have a lot of pride and a huge ego that gets in the way of them being receptive to you telling them, okay, this has to stop. This needs to be fixed. You have a lot of toxic ways about yourself that you need to get help with. People don't want to hear that, because that means what? That means I'm doing something wrong. That means I'm not perfect. Well, you're not. I'm not either. But I'm simply telling you that the way you're treating me is affecting me, and I don't like it, and nor am I going to continue to deal with it. So either you fix it or I leave. Really simple, right? That's how you weed them out, though. But what we're not going to do is have you go stagnant, have you go missing for days, and then pop back up like Pop Goes the Weasel, and then expect me to be, oh, hey, baby, how was it? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's a no. Block, delete. So I hope that makes sense. Y'all, I hope that makes sense for whoever needed to hear it. You get what you allow. And I say it all the time. You get what you allow. If you allow somebody to talk to you crazy, disrespect you, call you out of your name, physically put their hands on you, you're allowing this behavior. You allow it to slide. You don't say anything. Oh, well, I don't want to embarrass them. Oh, I don't want to start anything. You can keep coming up with excuses, but until you address it and let them know that you're not dealing with it, it's going to keep going. Right, Aisha? Right. It's going to keep going on until you address it. And if they're not willing to work on it, then leave. That's point blank period. So, that's that, y'all. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Aisha, if you have any specific questions, let me know. And I'll try to get it done later on this evening because I have things to do here in just a little bit. And I'll send you the link for it. All right, loves. Thank you guys so much for hopping in. Queen is back as a mod as well. Anybody else who wants to moderate, just let me know. We'll add you. Okay. And anybody that's new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. You're welcome, Crystal Love. Love y'all.